thanks for joining us. This is Blast for Peace Theater. My name is Ben, and I've got my cohorts with me. We're going to talk about just a little bit about our speculation on the Han Solo movie coming out. A lot of people are boycotting. I might boycott. I'm not sure yet. I'm curious to see what you guys think.
I'm going to it opening night. I've made sure to do that with every Star Wars movie that I can. I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah, hands down, I'm gonna see it opening night. I will probably see it 2 times opening weekend, to be honest. I usually will go like the Thursday night opening pre-screening, and then Friday or Saturday I'll go again, but hands down we'll see it.
Just because it's Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's normally what I would do, what I normally would say. But what if you don't believe that it's Han Solo?
It's hard to say that. I mean,
no, I'm just saying. What if you come out? So what if you come out of the theater and you're just like, it was a fun movie, but I didn't believe that guy was Han Solo. Would you still go see it right afterwards?
I honestly probably will, because again, I walked out of The Last Jedi, wasn't very happy with how I saw
and
it.
tried to like it, but going and seeing it a second time.
So
that's what I did.
Yeah, I walked out of it. I didn't really like it, and I went back the next night and watched it again. Again, it was Star Wars. It was a new Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Even if I walk out of it after the second time even and still don't quite like the character, to me that doesn't diminish what Harrison Ford did in the original 3 movies. It's not going to change that.
Oh, good. Good. That's good. That's awesome. That's wonderful. That's amazing, because I find myself probably being affected by it somewhat. It's like, I don't know. I just like, I have to. It's like, this is supposed to be the same person, and if he does a great job, awesome. I'm speculating.
It's like that awesome ex-girlfriend that you just never got over. Ben just can't get over it. Which I can't blame him, because the actor for Han, I don't know. Just by looks alone, dude, I'm not sold.
There were like 10 other people that they could have chosen. Like 10, 20 different actors. And apparently Kathleen Kennedy really insisted that they use this guy. This was like Kathleen, and apparently, this is from what, rumored, it's a rumor, that, Lord and Miller wanted a different guy. And so they looked at like 100 different people, and Kathleen Kennedy insisted that they use this guy. So, I don't know. Apparently that's what happened.
You had something about the timeline, though. What were you talking about earlier?
Well, I was going to say, I think a big factor for Star Wars in general, for any Star Wars movies, right? Like when the prequels came out, there was a lot of hype, because there had been 16 years of a gap there with Star Wars. When The Force Awakens came out, there was a lot of hype, right?
Big gap, too, yeah.
Big gap there. The way Disney's running it is just film after film after film. I mean, it won't even be 6 months between The Last Jedi and Han and the Solo movie. So I just think the more they do that, the more they continue to make films, which they've got episode 9, they've got 3 more movies, they confirmed another trilogy.
Netflix series, maybe.
Yeah, like the more that they beat the Star Wars drum, the less special each movie is going to become.
And that is really a sad thing, because I mean, when I first heard that they were doing so many movies, I was really excited. I'm a diehard Star Wars fan, and I was really excited. I was like, oh, okay, well, hopefully we'll even get 2 Star Wars movies a year. Blah, 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 give me more. Like, and it was just one of those things where you just get really excited about it, but at the same time, and it just, I mean, they're Marvel's putting out 2 movies a year, and they're all interconnected well, and they're well-received movies. So it's like, and they're 19 movies in deep. And come on, Lucasfilm. It's like, if you're going to get that active and put out that many Star Wars films, think about it a little bit harder before. I mean, it's like, just with so many, with the success of Marvel, they shouldn't be putting out trash like this. That's just my opinion.
And too much of anything is just not going to be a good thing, right? And unpopular opinion, I'm just not invested in the Marvel movies, and maybe it's because they're churning them out, like, just boom, boom, watch it, and I love Star Wars, and I'm going to continue watching it, but, man, I pray the day never comes where I'm no longer invested. That's scary to think about, but, I mean, if they really are just pumping them out, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll echo that the Marvel movies for me are very miss. Just because, again, like they're cranking them out. It's the same plot line recycled.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a whole lot of real development in characters, I don't think. Yeah, so it's hard to be invested when it's the same movie 19 times.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I do enjoy. There are a few that do stand out and do.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean. I mean, I am. There are a few of the characters, like of course Captain America and Iron Man. Of course, I'm hugely on board with, and of course I'm really on board with the Hulk. But yeah, I know, I get you. I feel you. I don't know what you guys think. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be fun. Maybe it'll suck.
What is your verdict then? Are you gonna go see Han Solo?
You mean Han Nolo? I don't know. I might boycott it. I might just not go.
Really?
And the reason why is because the diehard Star Wars fans are not happy with what they did with The Last Jedi, with the misinterpretation of characters, the mishandling of characters, and the lack of respect that Rian Johnson had for Luke Skywalker. People are in such disarray and such anger that they want to boycott it. And honestly, the only way Lucasfilm will listen to us is if we boycott stuff. Otherwise, they'll just be like, "Oh, this is a Star Wars movie. We can just keep going. The fans will just keep watching it. We'll just keep pumping out more Star." And that's the whole problem that you guys were just talking about before. They're going to keep pumping them out as long as it's making them dollars, as long as they keep making money from it.
I'm just gonna go ahead on record. I'm gonna predict you see it opening weekend.
I was gonna say that.
I'm gonna call that bluff right now.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know. We'll see in the future. We were gonna do a opening night podcast, but
If we do, we'll call it the Han Nolo podcast. One of our commenters, what's up? That's the name of the comment.
this is all about you.
It's all about you. Work the word. Have a lot of faith in JJ, because JJ, they said that basically that JJ had this whole outline created for it, saying that Snoke is Rey's father, right?
Yeah,
that's what he said.
Planned to have Leia kill Kylo. If you guys want to go see some of the comments, I mean, they're in the Last Jedi reviews.
Okay, so J.J. Abrams has Luke fully connected to the Force in The Force Awakens, as was going to have Luke be lifting boulders around him when we arrived. Yes, of course, that is confirmed, and that was something they had planned, and they diffused that. Ryan, Ben showed Luke at the end of Last Jedi being nearly as strong as Snoke at mind control. The reason why Luke is so upset is because he is being mind controlled by Snoke. Okay, so Luke, as strong as Snoke in the Force, Luke was clearly the most powerful Jedi ever. When Rey meets him, interstellar mind control would have been easy for J.J. Abrams' Luke. So does that mean that Luke is... J.J. Abrams actually showed in The Force Awakens that Rey has the bloodline and has the training without knowing it. So...
You think that?
No. I don't think it shows it at all.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a pretty wild
That's one thing that I'm glad in The Last Jedi that we get the piece that Rey is not a Skywalker, because
everybody loves that. I hate it.
People have gotten stuck on the Skywalker family, right? But when you think about it, how many other families are there that have Force users and that have strong Force users in them, right? They don't have to be connected.
Yeah, I know.
And so I'm really glad that they went that detail that, yeah, she's just someone else who's Force sensitive and happens to be very powerful. I like that. And yeah, nothing in The Force Awakens confirms a bloodline.
So once again, that brings about anybody can be a Jedi, which I'm not a fan of, because it's just like anything. Like, if anybody can be a Jedi, that means that... So anybody can be anything. And so that means that literally if you just... It's like that just kills Luke Skywalker in general. Like, Luke Skywalker was the last hope. He was a new hope. And if you sit there and get rid of bloodlines, you're saying that basically, if there's no purpose then there's no purpose for Obi-Wan to ever sit on Tatooine for 20 years. and there's no reason for Obi-Wan to be there.
I disagree.
Well, I'm sorry too, because it kind of is. If you think about Rebels, there's Kanan, there's Ezra. They're both Force users. There's
I know.
Ahsoka. So it's like they almost stepped on their own toes.
Right. But Luke Skywalker was the New Hope. Do you disagree?
I'll say this much, right? They know that Anakin Skywalker is extremely powerful with the Force. He betrays them, teams up with the Emperor, and Obi-Wan and Yoda are forced to go into hiding. Okay? But they know for a fact Luke and Leia are here. They most likely, they'll have the Force because their father did. He is still a New Hope. They are still the last hope that they have because Obi-Wan and Yoda can't go all over the galaxy trying to find more Force users to join.
Why not?
Will they go into hiding specifically?
But why couldn't he then? If it's so, if bloodlines are so lame, then why wouldn't they just be like, oh, if I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi and I'm like, okay, there's like so many Force users out there, I could just go search for them instead of sitting here on a desert planet doing nothing, twiddling his thumbs, waiting for Luke Skywalker to grow up. When you kill bloodlines, you're killing that. You're killing Obi-Wan Kenobi sitting on a planet for 20 freaking years. I'm sorry, but you are.
The original trilogy, or at least this is straight speculation, I feel George Lucas wanted Force users. Maybe they didn't have to be connected by bloodline, but not so prevalent. Maybe it's a rare thing. And I will say the Disney
rare.
Star Wars definitely, like, dude, we see the end, the kid with the lightsaber, like, we see Finn wielding a lightsaber, which is really one of the very first time, besides Han, that we see a non-Force wielder, a non-sensitive Force being handle a saber. I remember in some non-canon fiction, it described a lightsaber as like a fire hose or something with massive energy, and when you turn it on, it's this massive thing, and it's like the energy is way too much, and a Force wielder is able to bring it in and uses the Force to control that. So it kind of was, I don't know, but I feel what you're saying.
Yeah,
and I feel what Dan's saying.
Yeah, it's
that's the thing for me though. You look at the prequels, right? How many Jedi are in the prequels? Hundreds,
right?
If not thousands of them,
right?
You know, and so there are going to be other bloodlines, other families out there that they can tap to, extremely powerful ones. I mean, Mace Windu, was one of the most powerful Jedi ever. He's not a Skywalker. He has no.
I thought Mace Windu was awesome.
In his line. And so there's bound to be other families or other Force-sensitive people out there that have to come into play at some point.
Right, and I completely agree with you. And you're actually saying yourself there are other bloodlines, which would be great if there are other bloodlines. But when it boils down to it, when you say that bloodline has nothing to do with it, you're killing Obi-Wan Kenobi's arc when he sits there and waits for Luke Skywalker to grow up for 20 years. It's honestly like, if there were that many bloodlines out there or that many Force users out there, he could have just went out and found some more. I don't know. Anyway, that's just my opinion. I love the Skywalkers. I love the story of the Skywalkers, and that's just my opinion. So.
And two, I get what you're saying, because now it kind of, with The Last Jedi, how it's like, your parents were nothing. You're nothing. Then why is Rey so strong? The only reason why, the only explanation we got is Snoke saying, when the darkness rises, the light will meet it. Well, Rey is way stronger. She is way stronger for no reason. If there's no bloodline, if she really came from nothing and she had no training.
I like. So I like the idea that possibly that Rey could be Snoke's daughter. That's kind of an interesting one.
That would be cool. Like midichlorians, like almost like a Plagueis thing, like. And that would be kind of cool way to see the end of the Skywalker trilogy, where we start with the Phantom Menace, we see Revenge of the Sith, and like we learn where Anakin came from, and then we see him die off, and then his family starts, and then another super powerful Force being is made, and I don't know, what if that's where Star Wars went to all of a sudden? I don't know, but I don't like. You're getting rid of bloodline.
Quick shout out to I Live in Hyperspace. Thank you, man. Really appreciate you letting people know about us, and thanks so much, because Your videos are awesome. Your passion for Star Wars is deep, and you speak the truth. So thanks again, and thanks to SC Reviews, and of course, family, movie, gaming, toys, and tech reviews. FMGTTR. Have a great night. May the Force be with you always.
Always.